quite well, don't you think?
World we live in, huh?
I'm done. Should I do this now?
Once we're at I know this.
Okay, team, we made it. The rescue ship is gonna be able to land. Hell yeah!
I have to say, all this time I was trying hard not to think about how much the odds were against us. But we beat them. We beat the odds. It's incredible.
And what a ride, man. But it's not over yet. There's two things we need to discuss. One, after talking to Maxwell, we've decided that it's better for your safety if the crew doesn't know you exist. So, you need to be smuggled on board that ship. That's ridiculous. What are we? You're embarrassing cargo now?
All right? And what about the other thing?
Okay, here comes problem number two. I learned some disturbing things about Maxwell's experiments, and I'm not sure we can trust him to stick to his word and keep you safe from harm. Which means we might want to think of a way to take control of that ship ourselves. Guide it out of their reach, somewhere they can't find you. Heist. And what do we do with all the rubidium? Once we land, we'd have to abandon the ship with the rubidium on board. Allied Corp would find it eventually, but it will buy us time to get you to safety.
Interesting. You do know that the crew of that ship will probably be fully armed? Are you willing to confront a military unit?
I never said anything about fighting them. We need to be smart about this.
Is this the right moment to say that my black belt is fake?
We could sneak up on them. Use the element of surprise. They don't know what to expect out here.
Remember, they have no idea about your existence. We could use that to our advantage. Correct. And we can also predict that they will have to enter the base to salvage any mission-critical documentation. That's the procedure, and they will have to follow it.
Okay, so maybe we could hide outside, wait until they enter the base, and lock them in somehow.
And? What next?
What do you think? Get the fuck out of here.
Locking them inside the base and taking off without them would be a death sentence. But before they die, they'd have enough time to contact Earth and warn everybody. If we're really considering going to war with them, such as we could blow up the base with the rescue team inside. Explosives shouldn't be hard to prepare.
It's brutal, but it's either them or us. We shouldn't hold back, not now. Explosives are reliable. And he's right. They're not hard to make.
Of course, we could look for a non-violent option, one that would spare their lives.
Ah, please, cry me a river. What are you talking about?
We could let them board the ship without knowing that you're not alone, of course. But just before takeoff, you could simply use some kind of incapacitating agent on them, like a sleeping gas. Of course, you'd have to be prepared for it, devise some kind of upgrade to your suit so that the sleeping agent doesn't have any effect on you.
Gas mask?
A gas mask. But the biggest problem with that solution is that you'd have to be smart about deploying it. Sneak up to a ventilation shaft when no one is looking. There's no guarantee you'll have an opportunity to do that.
It's too risky. What if you get caught? The sun is not going to wait for us. We need to be ready.
Okay, I get it. But we have to decide on something.
Why are we so scared of getting our hands dirty? All that talk about the sleeping gas is avoiding reality. Aren't we all trying to stop doing that? Maybe Jan Dolsky ain't such a saint after all. Why can't we just take it on the fucking chin for once?
If you want my opinion, there's only one factor we need to consider while making this decision: the success of the mission. We are not killing those people. Not for the sake of success or anything else. Okay, you can decide all of that later. For now, we need to focus on the fundamentals. Let's say we dealt with the rescue team one way or another.
We need to take control of that ship somehow.
Which will probably mean we'll have to craft an auto connected to the onboard computer and override the coordinates of our destination.
Let's just fucking get on with it then.
We still need to decide how to smuggle you on board. I presume you already gave it some thought prior to this conversation?
Yeah, I did. And I figured we should sneak you in with our most precious cargo. Rubidium. Smart. Simple. Pretty humiliating, but I kinda like it.
A rubidium arc with a false bottom. That's what we should build.
You mean some kind of magic cabinet shit?
That's it. We need to create a fake rubidium arc. A Trojan horse rubidium.
Oh, I can already hear the war drum beating. Get ready, Earth, for Jan Dolsky invasion.
Yeah, I like it. That's settled. Do we have everything? Almost. Except the last detail.
What do you mean?
We managed to get on board, hijack the ship, steer it. What next, Jan? Have you really thought this through? You said you'd get us to safety, buy us time to escape and hide, but what about you? Our disappearance might even be beneficial to the corporation. It could be convenient for them if we're gone and buried. But you, they'll be determined to hunt you down. They'll need to have a scapegoat, someone they can blame for losing their ship. And contrary to us, you're an existing person. You can be traced. Are you sure you want to do this?
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Let's hope you know what you're doing.
Well, we're not going to be able to brainstorm everything out, right? Some things are just out of our control. That's scary, but I guess it's true.
Well. Look who's gained a new outlook on...
Let's just do what we do best. I second that. Enough talking.
Yes. No time to waste.
I say we deserve.
Come see me. I'd like to draw your attention to something. I'm done here. Should I do this now?
What a fucked up world.
Me to check it out?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Wow, damn. Oh, this sleeping gas is no joke. Lucas, it's good to hear from you.
Jan, did you manage to get rid of that barrier?
Yeah, the ship's gonna be here anytime now. Have you thought about helping me out?
I have. And it's a big favor to ask. But I thought it over after we talked. I have something to confess. It's not easy, but I lied to you about not remembering that patient. 313. I lied to myself because I didn't want to remember.
So, what happened?
One day they just carried him out in a plastic bag. And I was told to erase any traces of his existence from the database. Simple as that. Then I got a call from a woman who was asking about her son and demanding medical data. She was very agitated, but I just hung up. Then there were other calls about other patients. Again, I ignored them. I wanted to believe in Maxwell's vision so bad. I guess I just preferred to be blind to everything that was going on. Right under my nose. But yeah, I think people did lose their minds. And some even lost their lives. All this time I was aware of it, and I feel so bad about it.
Man, that's a heavy thing to admit. And I know it took courage.
It's good to get it off my chest. And I know one thing. I don't want to do that anymore. Be part of something I don't approve of. And the least I can do is help you to get your alters somewhere far away, where they have a chance to escape to freedom. We'll let Ally Corp retrieve the Rapidium when they find the ship eventually. Your alters deserve to live. And you deserve to choose their fate.
Thanks, Lucas. Let's do it. I know how much you're risking.
Yeah, I am risking a lot. Maybe more than you know. But you risked a lot too. Just because I asked you to. And I think I've learned something from you, Jan.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Sometimes you just have to shut your eyes and do the dangerous thing.
Doesn't sound like something Grandma would approve of.
I don't know. Maybe you'll get a chance to ask her yourself. I'm saving a spot for you in her calendar.
All right. We'd better get down to it then.
Yeah, right. In that case, I'll need you to prepare something for me. Because I'm not going to be able to use codes from Maxwell to hack the ship's autopilot system. You're going to have to give me a way in.
What do you need?
A rat.
A what?
A remote access transmitter. All you'll need to do is activate it once you're on board and align it with the ship's frequency.
Sounds simple enough. But where will you put the ship down?
That depends on the weather and have some ideas.
Lucas?
Good luck.
I'm done here. Should I do this now?
I keep imagining myself in a proper, well-equipped lab.
mind checking our food supply? I'm done here. Should I do this now?
So, wish me luck. Yeah, good luck. And thanks for looking out for me. Shame we didn't get more time with each other. Are you serious? Because I got the impression we had a lot of quality time together. You mean I was a pain in the ass? Anyways, later, man. Use that good fortune of yours to get us out of here in one piece. Ready for the big trip? I was born ready, man. But I can't get over one thing. We got our hands on some valuable assets here. Rapidium, the quantum computer. I can't stop thinking we should have made better use of it. For ourselves. Yeah, too bad we had our hands full. Maybe next time. Can't wait. Now, let's get this show on the road and see what opportunities that reality of yours has to offer. Just make sure to get us to safety, okay? Time to get comfortable in the sarcophagus. Yes, it's a shame we're leaving. I feel there's more I could have discovered. I know. I wish I could have given you more of my time.
No, you don't. You were the best man for this mission, remember? So you did what you had to do.
Yeah.
See you on the other side, Jan.
Ready for the big trip?
But I can't. We gotta...
Yeah.
Maybe... That just...
So? Yeah. Use that...
John, how are preparations? Is everything ready?
I'm ready.
And your altars? Are they well hidden?
Can I be sure you'll keep your part of the deal? I know about Patient 313, and many others, probably.
You do.
Is that how you're gonna treat my alters as well? And just erase their data if they happen to die?
No escaping my mistakes, it seems. Yes, I admit, unfortunate things happened. Very unfortunate. And I regret them deeply. I didn't want anyone to suffer. But it happened. I can't turn back the clock. All I can do, all we can do, is make sure this tragedy doesn't go to waste. We're so close to changing everything for the better. You can't let me down now.
You? What about my alters?
Your alters? I know you've grown close, but you need to think rationally. You know you can't give them a normal life on Earth. You'll never be able to do that. What you can do is make their existence really matter. Not just for you personally, but for a much bigger purpose. That's something we can only do together, you and me. Please, just think about it. Don't let emotions get the better of you.
It's brutal, but... deep down, I'm afraid you might be right. I wasn't thinking much about their future when I was creating them.
But you can sense what a transgressive act it was, and you feel the responsibility for it. Deep down, you know what's the most reasonable thing to do, and safest for you.
For me?
Yes. You are aware that if we don't follow this through as planned, I will have to disclose everything to the corporation?
What? No, why?
Because it would be the truth. About you. Using my knowledge against my intentions, taking advantage of my trust to break the law and do something inexplicable for purely selfish reasons. You'd spend a lifetime in jail, be stigmatized by society, and as for your alters, well, like I said, they have no future anyway.
I guess that's a lot to think about.
Of course. I understand it would be hard for you to let go of your alters, after all you've been through together. But you need to remember one thing. Whatever promises you made to them, remember, Jan, they are merely quantum simulations of your mind draped in mortal human flesh. You owe them nothing. So I advise you to think this through very carefully. One false move, and you can destroy everything you've struggled for. Or you can come back safely and live your life as you want, a free man. All you need to do is simply smuggle your alters on board the ship as you were told to, and nothing else. Don't overthink it. Do the right thing.
So, this is it. Thanks for saving my life, being a home for me, for us.
This is the Allied Corp Rescue Squadron at your service, sir.
Hello. You made it.
We made it. Hear that, guys? Praising us for getting here on time. You made it, Dolsky. And we couldn't believe the brief when we read it. How are you feeling, big guy?
What can I tell you? I'm running on empty.
No wonder, buddy. It's a miracle you're still alive. Operating that base, getting it to the other side of the planet, collecting Rapidium, all on your freaking own. Yet we've been having heated debates about how you managed it.
All I can say is that I'm a man of many talents.
Humble and honest. I like that. You better prepare to be the talk of the town. Anyway, you must be beaten. Get that gritty ass of yours on the ship while we run a final checkup on that CB unit. All right, boys and girls. Let's go retrieve some Allied Corp assets. Okay, let's get that Rapidium loaded first.
On it, sir. Scanning for contamination. Hey, there's something strange about this one. It's heavier than the bioscanner readings.
Contamination?
I don't know. Organic traces.
Dosky, did you have a cat that climbed into a Rapidium arc or anything?
Cat? Not that I know of.
Well, we got something in here. Any explanation you can give me?
Sorry, but no idea.
Seriously? The readings show that there's signs of life inside this crate. And it's considerably heavier than the other ones. We can't just ignore it. You might be a hero, Dolsky, but you need to cooperate.
I don't think I have to explain myself to you. I've done my job, Commander. Now it's time you do yours. If there is anything wrong with that Ark, I'm sure Allied Corp experts on the ground can take care of it. But everything I've collected must be brought back to Earth.
Okay, Dulski. You win. But whatever's in there, that's on you.
What do we do with the readings, sir? You want me to report them?
We'll do that once we're airborne. Just make sure those containers are sealed tight. You'll get a proper checkup when we land. We gotta clear the base and get out of here. On the double now.
Nothing.
That's a lot of personal stuff for one guy.
Now please, focus on more important assistant Dulski's out. We ain't got all day.
Yes, sir. Head over to the research lab and we should be done.
Set up the research lab, huh? What a guy.
Come on.
Quantum core secured.
All good on our side, too.
Come on.
All right, let's get the hell out of here before we get fried.
Made it. Lucas takes care of everything now.
How did I end up here? Was this path just a random sequence of events? Now I know that there's always another way. I've made my choices. Wherever I go, they will be a part of me.
Free Rapidium-grown food products will be distributed in several areas of the country today as part of the Food Innovation Initiative. The program is still in the pilot phase, and many people express concerns about the safety of Rapidium-grown crops, but experts are hopeful.
Rapidium is the answer. It is the only answer we have, and we can't mess it up. Ally Corp claim their research is promising, but what's most exciting for me as a scientist is the diversification. Corporations, subsidized or not, will always put their interests before public benefit. It's just the way they work. But because non-profit organizations are in the picture as well, we can and we have to be optimistic about the future. The Food Innovation Initiative will be the first test of how ready we are for this breakthrough.
More on that subject in our business segment right after the break.
Hello?
Hey, Jan, it's Sarah. Ready for court? The driver's on his way.
I've been stuck in this apartment for months. I'm excited to go anywhere. Even if it is my own trial.
Right. Just stick to the version we discussed, okay?
That version in which I'm just a clueless builder.
Correct. As expected, Maxwell is trying to pin it all on you. Hijacking the ship, conducting those branching experiments without informing him. We have to convince the court that it was exactly the other way around, that he made you do all those things. Are you ready to do that?
Of course. I was just doing as I was told.
Good. We have to use the conflict between him and Ally Corp to our advantage.
And the corporation is still on my side.
They'll never admit that they lost control of your mission.
So the strategy to put the blame on Maxwell...
Is consulted with them, yes.
Sounds like a smart plan.
It's what you hired me for. Keep Ally Corp happy and they will have no interest in complicating your trial. They got Rapidium, and they don't want anyone questioning the methods that were used to get it.
So... if I want to play along...
You need to make Maxwell look like a madman.
Maybe that's all he ever was. Okay. So, how did the morning hearings go?
Your mission controller testified, Lucas Pena. And he disclosed some very incriminating facts about Maxwell's experiments from the past. It's gold for us.
That's the spirit, Lucas. Go get him.
Yup. Looks like the corporation is gonna have a lot on their plate because of that one. But that's not our problem. In fact, it can turn all the attention to Maxwell and possibly even get you acquitted.
Really? It's that good?
It can be. Just play your role of a grateful employee and let the corporation take over the narrative.
Yeah, right. Anything else I should know?
I reached out to your ex-wife. She agreed to testify in your favor and against Maxwell.
Really? That's great news.
Yes, being backed by the new head of Rapidium Technologies will definitely score you some points.
Sure, whatever. Can we move on?
Let's practice your testimony.
Yeah, no need to do that. My driver just arrived. I should go now.
The driver can wait. Are you absolutely sure you've got this? Your future depends on it.
I know. Don't worry. I'm ready to face it.